Okay, I am here with the BTS album. It's actually a lot bigger in real life than I thought it was. Like when I saw it online, it looked pretty small, like the normal size. And when I saw it in the store, I was like, wow, this is a lot bigger than I expected. It's like the size of a textbook. But this is the inside. This is not really an unboxing. It's just kind of showing you a little bit of the contents. So we have the CD, which I play in my car. It sounds really good. It's just such a different experience, like hearing it in the car. And I actually haven't heard the full length of the album yet. Just the first couple of songs that were already on the album, already on the previous album, I mean. And then the poster to the right, which is really good quality pictures. They look really handsome there. And there's also a coloring sheet, which I realized I didn't know what it was at first, but then I looked it up and I realized it is a coloring sheet. I did color it. It does not look that great, so I probably will just keep that in the back of the box. There's a photo card in here as well, but I really want to talk about the album itself because there is like a lot of, I don't know, like, I don't want to say hate, but a lot of the fans were disappointed because it's not like their normal album because of the packaging. Honestly, it didn't really bother me. It's definitely a lot different, but sometimes it's good to mix it up every once in a while. Change is pretty good. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Just the whole packaging and how it's different from the other albums, which I have some of the other albums I will show you later on in this video. As well as the photo book. They really didn't like the photo book. I will show you and give my thoughts on that a little bit later. Here are like the sweepstakes cards and, you know, stuff like that, which I probably would not use. I probably wouldn't use those. I mainly buy this because, of course, support the boys, but I also buy this so I can listen to it in my car and look at the photo book. As far as which versions to get, 1 through 4, I was between, I like the front cover of 1. I like the the pink color is really pretty, but I was between getting 3 and 4. I saw a little bit of the concept photos, but I didn't want to look at it too much because I wanted to be like surprised. So I was between 3 and 4, but I did end up getting 4, as you can see, and I'm really happy I did. I really like this version. I looked at all the other versions and I'm like, okay, that's cool too, but I'm really happy with the version I got. As far as the content inside, it's generally the same as other albums that they have. Like you can see with the notes here, it's all in Korean, so I'm not gonna read that. Then you have the lyric book here, which I can appreciate. I actually like reading this, even though like some of it's Korean, but then they have the English, lyrics that they have in their songs. So I like reading it. I like to see who produced it, who has some like created to the lyrics. I like to read the English lyrics that they have there. So I actually don't mind like opening this up and maybe listen to the song and then see, okay, oh, like he helped write this lyrics of this song, or he helped produce this. And it's actually mostly RM and, Suga, J-Hope, and Jungkook, so. Okay, stickers books, they have in other albums, this album too. As far as the sticker books, like I know for another album that I have, I put some on my computer, but after that, I really don't know where to stick it. Like I feel like if I put it in a notebook, like stick it on a notebook, I feel like that would be a waste, so I just kind of keep it there. Of course, like I said, I mainly buy this because of the CD and because of the photo books. Speaking of the photo books, this was like a main complaint for fans. They said that, what I've heard, I'm just the messenger, that it was not a photo book because it wasn't like a booklet, as well as it didn't have a lot of pictures compared to the other albums. As you can see there, I don't mind this. In the beginning, I definitely was like flipping through like it was a photo book, and then I realized that you can just like take it apart and then you can see like it's mini posters. But it's really good quality pictures, I think. I like this version. I like them in like kind of like schoolboy handsome suit outfits here. I don't really like taking it apart too much because I feel like I'm just ruining the order. But you definitely have to like exactly move it so you can see the full length of it. But yeah, of course, every now and again I'll look through this. Probably gonna look through this again as I'm done recording the video, but and they have like individual pictures and they have like little sub-unit pictures as well. So that's cool. And it just slips right out. Beautiful. And I have little 7 sticker there. Yeah, again, so it was definitely different. And different's good sometimes. Also, the photo card. Boom, I got Jimin. And I'll show you my other albums and who I got there, but I got Jimin, so I was pretty happy about that. It'll be nice to like get every member for every different album. So like I wouldn't buy every version of this album or any version of any album, so I would like love to get each album and get like different members. So this is another album that I had. This was actually the first BTS album that I got, Love Yourself Tear. This is the front cover of it. And as you can see already, it's just different from the 7, which is actually a full album, while this is a mini album. There's a CD booklet thing there, which is, I'm pretty sure it's scratched just because I like take it out and put it in my car a lot, and then it's not that durable of a case to hold the CD. But of course you got the booklet with Korean text. Then you have this little thing here, which I've heard that it's BTS advertisement, big hit advertisement. And then you have a standee, which again, I'm just so new to this because I didn't realize what it was in the beginning and I had to look it up. And there's like, oh, it's a standee, you just let it stand. And you have the poster itself. And I definitely kind of had the same thought process as far as choosing what version I want. Kind of look through the pictures and realize, put my best guess. This is the photo book that everyone was just so used to. However, my complaint about the photo book is it rips out. Yeah, so the pages end up ripping out. Like as I go through the book, eventually, like my multiple times going through the book, some of them started to rip out. So that was my only complaint about this. I'm a gentle person, like it just happened. But again, these are really good quality photos. They have the photo book, and then they have the lyric book in the back. But yeah, they did end up ripping out for me, but I still have it. I still look at it every now and again. That was Love Yourself Tear, my very first BTS and K-pop album that I ever got. And of course, the photo card, Jungkook, my bias. I didn't know the contents, what they would have in it, because this is actually my first album. But I realized, oh, there's photo cards and they're like collectibles. So I was really happy that first one I got was my bias. And I also got a group member card, which is kind of like holographic. So I guess they don't come in every album. It kind of just has like you have to be special. So I was able to get a group card. In the back, Love Yourself. And my next album, the second album I ever bought for BTS, for K-pop, is Love Yourself, the whole album. And of course it comes with 2 CDs, CD A, CD B. And I really kind of like this idea of a full album because you get like a lot of the songs from the different mini albums. Of course, some of it isn't there, but it's like a lot more songs. And for this, these started to rip out too. Like the photo books, they kind of just slowly start to come out. But you can see here is some of the pictures that they have inside there. Yeah, so they have the photos in the front, the lyric book, the lyric sheet in the back. I love looking at who produced it, who wrote it, lyrics, arranged it, stuff like that, and reading along with the kind of looking through the Korean, but mainly the English parts of the songs. Of course, side B, and again, these are very protected of the CDs. I don't think these are scratched yet, but emphasis on yet. But I just try to be very careful as I'm like putting it in the CD slot and taking it out of the CD slot. Yeah, of course, some of the contents, I won't like really drag this out, but you have the notes, which I will not read. I will not read. Then you have this pretty page here. Then you have the stickers. As I said before, I didn't really know what to do with the stickers at first, but I just ended up putting some of them, as you can see, some's missing. I put some on the back of my laptop. So sometimes I forget it's there, and I was like, where did the stickers go? It's like, oh, it's on my laptop. Yeah, so that was Love Yourself. Answer, the second album BTS that I got. And the photo card, Moment of Truth, is probably the best part, I feel like, of the album. Well, for some people. I got RM. Yeah, so of course the first card I got Jungkook, my bias. Then I have RM for this album. And then, you know, for the recent album, Map of the Soul 7, I have Jimin. So I have 3 of the 7 members. Hopefully with other albums in the future, I can get the rest of them. So that'd be really cool. Crossing my fingers. There you can see there the albums as well as the photo cards that I ended up getting. Looks really good. This is kind of like my K-pop collection. Probably a lot more people have way more stuff. And these are my photo cards. But of course I officially committed to ARMY like around the end of 2017. And then it wasn't too later on that I decided to like actually buy the album. So I'm a little late, but I'm still happy. Yeah, but overall I hope to continue to purchase BTS albums in the future. But for this album, Map of the Soul 7, I haven't heard the whole album yet, so I'm kind of wanted to surprise myself as I'm like driving and I hear the album. Like I said, I've heard the first like 3 or 4 songs, but those are songs I've already heard. Those are songs from like the other mini albums, so I'm excited to hear the rest of the songs. And it's just so different from hearing it like on your computer like through YouTube, and then hearing it in your car where it's loudspeakers and you can blast it. This is the poster that they have for Love Yourself Answer. I don't know where the actual poster is, but this is what it looks like. And then you have Love Yourself Tear. This is the poster for that. And of course, probably my favorite, maybe because it's so new to me now, but it's for Map of the Soul 7 poster. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. This was like my album collection kind of, and then talking about their newest album that they have. And make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.